Hi friends, Robin here with Mattman and Robin. Welcome to the channel where I like to encourage, inspire, and include you in packing Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes year-round. Today, actually literally just right now, I finally tested negative for COVID. So, if my words aren't making sense or I seem a little off, or the house is a mess, it's just because I've been in quarantine for a whole week. And today is my first day of freedom. So I will be taking lots of drinks of water. And we're not doing a shoebox today. I still haven't ventured in to dig around in all my stuff because I literally just tested negative. But there are some fun things I wanted to do with you today. I bet you could tell by the title, but today I wanted to show you how I make these adorable little mini shoe boxes for Barbies so that Barbie can receive a shoebox, very much inspired by Denise from D. Rogers, and how I modify these little magnet tins to make them work. We will do this one first. But I just want to show you here from this angle because I'm about to change the camera angle and it will be difficult after that. This is how these tins come with these magnets and this cardstock. Here it's a real thick cardstock. And when you put the cardstock in the tin to use them as like a magnet dress, the magnet does not stay up. So I'm going to show you how I modify it from this version where the magnets don't work and the cardstock is thick to this version where I have put the pretty girls, the Barbies, on the inside of the lid and their dresses now fit and stay. So, come along with me. Let's do some crafty business together. Let's figure out how to make Barbie a shoebox and how to make these Barbie tins work. These come in other character fonts too. So if you see these at Dollar Tree or even better, the Target dollar spot, and you are frustrated that they don't work, stay tuned and we'll fix them together. Now, to the best of my ability, I'm going to change the camera angle. So hold on, or if you get dizzy, close your eyes for just 1 second. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. All right, we can see a little bit of the table now, mainly over here, which is fine. So to make this little guy here, you're going to want to go to the link down below to get this printable right here. This is what it's gonna look like when you print it out, and I've used cardstock just from Walmart, nothing fancy, just the plain old Pen and Gear cardstock, and this is what it's going to look like. This up top here is going to be the little Barbie shoebox that we put together, and this right here, which I don't have a finished example of yet, is the little booklet, the Greatest Journey booklet that you can cut out and also make for Barbie. I do have approval from Sumaritains Purse to use this because I did use their official logo. However, and it's free to use for any type of party, shoebox party you wanted to do, or promotions for your group or your church, or for packing in a shoebox as a toy. But we cannot sell these or claim that they are ours because they belong to Sumaritains Purse. So it is free to print out from the link below. So all you're gonna do is cut this out, and some of these spots are real little, so I did want to demonstrate that for you. Here is my cutout of both of these, and you will notice on the little booklet here, I left a little tab. And I just angled it because of how we're going to fold it. I didn't want the little points to stick out. So if you can, leave a little bit extra on one end of your booklet cutout. But if you can tell, there are a lot of really thin places where you have to cut, and I just wanted to show you a tip of how I've done it. So I left this little area uncut, and I'm gonna try to cut it here for you and show you how I do it. So what I do is I just cut along the straight line all the way up to the black line, and then I scoot over that little 1/8 of a centimeter there, and I cut all the way straight up, ignoring the curves for now, and I just cut straight up. And now we have this little piece still attached but hanging out. What I do is I push it all the way to the back, and I pull it straight up. So it is, can you tell? There you go. So it is sticking straight up, and then I just clip it. These are really fine tip scissors, and I got them at Hobby Lobby, but they are the same as cutter bee scissors. So if you're a crafter and you have some cutter bees or these knockoff cutter bees, these are my favorite for cutting in these tiny little lines. And then I'm just gonna go back and clip off the extra white here. Boop, done. So the next thing that I do here, I don't know if you can tell, but I have just folded, creased all of the dark lines. Everywhere that there was a black line, I creased it. Looking at it on this clear side. The white side might make it a little easier to see where I've made all of the creases. You can do this by hand, no problem, real easy. If you want to get these crisp lines like I have here, you could use a credit card and hold your credit card up to this line and then bend it. Or what I did is I actually used my trimmer. So if you're a crafter and you have one of these trimmers, or if you actually have a, I forget what they're called, but it is for creasing paper, a tool that you have, you can use that. But I'm going to open it up and use this channel right here where the blade goes. And I hope you can see this. I'm gonna show you an example of this. Some of them I have already creased, and the others I have not. So wherever there is a black line, right there and right here, this is the one I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna line it up with this channel here on my paper cutter. I'm gonna use, there's a wire guide in this. I'm gonna use it to make sure that I have my black line where I want it. And then I'm going to take a creaser of any kind. I just like this one that I got at the Dollar Tree. It has 2 different sides of tool. I don't know what to call it. And I'm just going to run that tool up and down along that channel over the paper to create the crease. 1, 2, 3. And now we have another crease. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this so you can see me do that a couple more times. 1, 2, 3, and this is the last one. 1, 2, 3. So again, you don't need this fancy machine or this little tool, but it helps me get those really crisp lines, and it makes it so that when I do the actual folding, the cardstock doesn't tear or buckle. So now back to our cut out and creased shoebox. I'm gonna go ahead and fold in now that I have all the creases on all of the black lines. Just folding, just nothing fancy. We're not even making the box into a shape yet. We're just folding all of the things in. Just folding everything, reinforcing those creases that we made. Okay. All right. So now we've folded everything, and you can kind of see the box is on its own starting to take shape. At this point, I like to do the bottom of the box first, and then we'll fold the red part around it to ensure that we don't fold the red part too tight so that the lid won't shut. I hope that makes sense. So on this cutout, what this looks like, I want this piece and these two pieces to be my outside creases. Outside tabs, I guess, is a better thing. So I'm going to fold this in and up, and I'm going to fold these little guys in and up. And then, if you can, fold in the side there, and then fold in this side, and then fold in the top. So this is what our box is going to look like. And you could send it just, I mean, once this is folded, you could send it just like this if you want to, but I am gonna go ahead and glue mine. I just have Crafters tacky glue. Glue stick will work, Elmer's glue will work, tape will work, anything you have around your house. You don't have to go buy anything. This is the one I'm going to use because it was at my arm's reach. Now I am also going to go ahead and fold in this red part. So what I like to do is fold in these little tabbies first, see, here and then there, and then I'm gonna fold once and twice. So this is what our box is going to look like when it's all done. I just like to go ahead and fold it all together and make sure everything fits and goes how it's supposed to, because I made this red lid exactly the same size as the green bottom, so it does need a little bit of wiggle room when you put it together. So now that the box is all folded, I'm gonna go and add little tiny bits of glue to hold it all together. So the first place I'm gonna put glue is on these two little inside parts. Now this glue has been sitting in my cart for a while, so I hope it's not dried and I'm not embarrassed. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit on all four of those little tabbies. And now I'm gonna fold this up and this in and just hold it for a couple seconds. And then the same on this side. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now the next part that needs glue is the back side of these tabs. So I'm just gonna put a little bit here, little bitty bit, and a little bitty bit, and I'm gonna fold those in. And that's gonna help the box just stay real sturdy. There we go. Okay. Now that we have those parts all glued, I'm gonna put a little bit on the inside of this tab, right here, just a little bit, and I'm gonna fold it in. Okay, now we have the basic shape of our box. Make sure all those glued parts stay down. And then the next place that gets glue is going to be these little tabbies here. Again, just a little dot, a dab will do ya. And I'm gonna fold them right onto here and hold that for a second. Okay, and then the next place that gets glue, sorry, I needed to make it a little bit bigger. I made it too small. The next place that gets glue is going to be right along the white side, right here on the inside. And I'm going to fold that down and hold it. And then you're going to want to let it dry open like this so that it doesn't glue itself shut. But just for purpose of this video, I'm gonna show you my finished product. There you go, it's all finished. I hope I did a good job. I'm not really good at crafty videos and showing people how I do things, but that is how to make the box. I'm gonna let it dry open here. Now we have the booklet. So as you can see, it's creased. I'm just gonna fold it accordion style so that this one stays out. So right on that crease, and then right on that crease, and on that crease. You get the idea. Okay, so I make sure that it's all square, and then I'm gonna pinch it real hard on those edges. So it looks like, if you opened it up, a little booklet. And then I still have this extra little tab here. I'm going to just preemptively fold it down. Okay, so now what you're gonna wanna do is open it up, and you have this little M. You're gonna wanna glue these together first. Just a little bit of glue, and close that, making sure it's nice and square. And now you have kind of like a T. Of course, if you open it up, those are in there, but you've glued together the insides. So the next thing I'm gonna do is glue together the part with this tab. And how I'm gonna glue it is I'm gonna put glue all here, even on the little tab, and here. And I'm gonna fold it in, and then I'm gonna fold the tab over so that it closes the back of the binding, just like that, okay? A little bit of glue here, and here, and then even, a big dollop on the tab. Don't do that, just a regular amount of glue will do. Okay, now I'm gonna fold it in and making sure it's all square, and I'm gonna bend that tab over the back of the binding. So now all we have left is this front page. This is what it looks like on the inside right now. So I'm gonna take this glue here, glue this, and glue this, and close it. And now, if you didn't have that tab, that's fine. It's totally fine. I've even done some of mine like that. It just makes the back of it a little messier, which is totally fine. I'm just a little OCD about it. But now you have a little booklet, and that's what it looks like. Again, if you don't have the tab, no big deal. You just fold it up accordion style and glue it together. I hope that made sense. So that is our little shoebox and our book. I will set them over here. Now I want to show you how to make this little guy so that the dresses stay on the forms. So like I mentioned before, in this one, the dolls come on a very thick cardstock. It's almost like a cardboard. And because it's so thick, the magnets cannot reach through to the metal and stick. So what I did is I took the little cardboard piece out, and very carefully on the end here, if you just kind of keep messing with it, it will pull up, just like a sticker. Can you see right there? And so I've already started this one, and you just have to pull real carefully. Real slow and real careful. To get it started, like I said, I pulled on the corner, and then I just go real easy along the top. Pull up this corner as well, and then just keep pulling. It's gonna be real curly, that's okay. There we go. We just have to be real careful. And voila, now we have just the image. And here's that cardboard cardstock piece left. So the next thing you're gonna need for this is some double-sided tape. Now I have this fancy Crafters double-sided tape, which if you have, I recommend using. If not, any kind of double-sided tape will do. They sell it at Dollar Tree in like the Scotch brand, and that works perfectly fine. So I have already prepped one over here to kind of show you what I did. I have put it on all 4 edges. Here is a strip, and a strip, and a strip, and a strip. And I like to put it on the inside of the lid because it's a little more shallow and it gets a little more light, so that when the little girl plays with it, she has more play area. But you're more than welcome to put it down in the bottom of this part too if you want. It kind of makes it 3D, and she could put other little things inside here. You could put a little Barbie pet in here or any kind of play thing, giving it a little bit more dimension. If that's your choice, that's great too. But I'm gonna show you on here because I just like it. Pro tip, make sure you tape it the right side up. I did this wrong before and I couldn't redo it. So that poor little girl got an upside down Barbie kit. But that's okay because it's still playable. So I'm just going to take all of the backing off of my tape. Now if you do get the Scotch tape from Dollar Tree, it doesn't have this fancy backing, and that's fine. It works the same. It's just tape that's sticky on 2 sides. They just charge us more for this because they call it crafting tape, and so we fall for it because we're crafters and we love crafting. Okay, one more backing. Now it's all sticky, and this is the part where you have to be real careful. And what I do is I just start at the bottom and go up because it can get crooked real easy, real fast. So, ooh, okay, all right. How'd I do on screen? How'd I do? I think it's a success. So, it's as easy as that, you know, just a little 5-minute paper craft, and now you have dresses that stick. Well, this one's a little bent, but there you go. Dresses that stick. And that is how I fixed the Barbie tin and made the Barbie box and the Barbie book. So, I hope that you enjoyed crafting with me today. I really enjoyed finally getting to see you guys. Tomorrow there will be an unboxing. I am doing a collab with Annabeth from Sending Shoeboxes, so I can't wait to show you which box we're gonna do tomorrow. And in case no one has told you, I love you lots.